Hello there, everybody. I'm not Slayer49. Here, let's play swood.exe, actually. Let's play that swood. Somehow, I just barely make it to class. I'm not Slayer49. It was a photo finish through the door, right as the bell went, but I made it! Oh shit, I should turn the volume down. Taking a moment to catch my anus, I dragged myself over to my desk, the teacher arriving almost seconds after I collapsed into the chair. It's too close. Whoa, they got a TV in the corner? I wish I had a TV in the corner in high school. None of the other students seemed too bothered by my late entrance, because they're other students and they have their own goddamn lives to live. I wouldn't care if one of my classmates showed up late. You think, God, why are you trying to assign yourself so much importance, frickin'... What was his name, Kenta? What? Have all the protagonists had names that started with K? There was Kauji. And then there's Kenta here. What was the protagonist from Sakura Beach's name? It totally didn't start with a K. Now that I think about it, it was like Shijit. I don't know. But expect me. I've been pretty late at times, even missing the bell entirely some days, mostly due to sleeping in. At least this time I have an actual reason for the season. However, after what happened earlier, I think it's going to be impossible for me to focus on the lesson. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever get an explanation for whatever the heck that was that just happened. Impossibly tall creatures, girls wielding a magic weapon. No matter how I look at it, my brain refuses to accept it as reality. It goes against everything I know, including Jesus. I scrub through my hair, a faint headache still ringing at the back of my head. Wait, no, that's my cell phone. Being lucky enough to have a seat situated by the window, I let my gaze wander out, my eyes vacant as I stare into the clear blue anus. The teacher is doing his usual morning speech, no doubt talking about the upcoming events for our school. But his words are just a dull mumble in my ears, my mind miles away. It occurs to me I'm actually sitting in a completely empty classroom. There's no one here. There's literally no one in here. I'm hallucinating this entire thing. I guess my toast was made of frickin'... What the hell is it called? Xenox, Anthrax, whatever. Those girls knew me by name. And no matter how far I delve back through my memories, it's clear I've never seen them in my entire life. At least I don't think I've seen them before. I think hard. Maybe too hard, to the point of my eyes beginning to strain. Nope. Nothing. I can't recall a single thing that might shed light on this. Defeated for now, I tune back into the classroom whilst? Wow, real fancy there, Kenta. Still keeping my sights set on the sky, the teacher's voice becoming clear once more. Now, I know that's a bit sudden, but as of today, we have 2 transfer students that will be joining our class. Transfer students? At this time of year? It's a bit late to be joining, don't you think? Who could they be? Could they be the same girls from before? They are. Guaranteed, they are. Even the teacher sounds confused as he announces them. And not just 1, but 2. Whoa, what is this crazy madness? Whoa. Why do I get the feeling there's something off about this? Almost as if it's tied to what happened earlier. Ha, no. It couldn't be. I'd like you all to make them feel welcome as they transition in. What did you say your names were? I got a new inventory item. I am Sayaka's. Nice to meet you all. I hope we can all get along. I bolt upright in my seat, my head snapping. I'm dead. I snapped my neck from sitting up too quickly. Game over. That's it. Bye. Kenta just dies spontaneously because he sat up too fast. He's just like, ugh! And then he's just dead. I am too tired right now. That upbeat voice. Is it really? John Cena. Sure enough, 2 girls I never thought I'd see again stood before me. In my school. In my classroom, no less, wearing the school's official uniform. Your school has a fucked up dress code. The cheerful one, Sayaka, bows politely to the class, flashing me a grin as her eyes pass over me. What is this? What kind of cruel joke is this? The other girl is less courteous, her arms crossed and her brow furrowed, but she does have really fancy stockings. Like, I will commend her on her stockings. Good job. You get 5 stars. Also, they have flowers in their hairs for some reason. Why? She doesn't look pleased to be here. At all. Her gaze passes over me, too, but rather than a smile, she gives me a nasty glare. I'm paralyzed and might be unable to move each turn 50%, but realistically, it's like 90%. It sure feels like she's blaming me for this. The grumpy one beside me here is Hikari. I say, hi, Hikari. Go on, say hi. You can do it.
Hey, don't.
Sayaka gives her, she's a tsundere! Gives her a playful push and she stumbles to the center of the classroom, everyone's eyes upon her. She looks like she's at loss for words, her mouth opening and closing as her face gradually goes red, like some sort of suffocating fish. I guess she doesn't cope well under the spotlight.
I'm Hikari. I'm Hikari. You're not Hikari. I'm Hikari. Nice to meet you all. I'm a shy tsundere somehow. What?
She trails off into a murmur before spinning on her heel and storming her way back to Sayaka, practically hiding. What? This is a full 180 of the character right here. Who is this? Who is this Hikari? What kind of dark secrets does she hold? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Sure wasn't. I'm gonna give you a gold star. Gold star! Yay, everybody clap for Hikari! She did it! She's a winner! She's a good girl, yeah! Hikari simmers with silent rage, her hands balled up into tight fists, practically shaking. I'm sure if she wasn't in a classroom full of people, things might have gotten violent here. With their introductions over, the teacher motions for them to take their seats. Wait a second. Their seats are next to mine! Whoa! Oh, that actually is the case. Wait, hold on. Realized? I didn't realize this was made in goddamn England. One of them is right behind me with a window view too, and the other one is to my right. So that means they'll both be sitting beside me? Actually, this is pretty convenient. I can finally ask them just what the fuck they think they're doing. Sayaka, with a spring in her step, waltzes towards the desk behind me. Hikari stomps her way over and takes the other desk. 6 students die in the process. It's very sad. The ceremony will be next week. I lean out from my desk to try and catch your attention, but I'm cut short by the teacher. It was whatever it is he was talking about before. Damn it! I don't want to get in trouble for talking during class. I'll have to wait until the break. But that's 2 lessons away, though, which is practically an eternity. I swing around the front to the front of my desk, back around to the front. I can't do anything right now, so I'll just pay attention to the teacher and... Arg, no! No arg! How can I pay attention to anything when 2 magical girls are sitting... Oh, am I gonna... I'm not gonna get an offer from a cat thing, am I? I want answers now! It's like It's like the commercial where you have a structured settlement and you need cash now. But instead of a structured settlement, it's answers from women. Drumming my fingers against the desk as the teacher continues to drone on, I try to think of a way around this. It's better I don't speak during class, so... Ah, of course, it's so obvious. I dig into my anus and pull out my notebook and pencil. I'll just pass them a noto. Simple and silent. It's a bit immature means of communicating, I'll admit, but I'm desperate here. Come on, man. I scribbled on my message. Nani shimasu ka? I may as well get straight to the point. I tear the paper out, almost ripping it in half in the process. Only one question is left. Who do I give the note to? Sayaka. Well, it's going to be harder to pass a note to someone directly behind. Kicking back my chair, I lean backwards and slip the note into the. I slip. You know what? Screw it. Every single thing is the in this sentence. I slip the note. Slip the note onto the desk whilst keeping the eyes forward, as if the were a good student who actually paying attention to the lesson the hand. At least, I think I managed to give her the note. After a minute to her twiddling my thumbs, I begin to lose faith in Jesus. Maybe this was... Suddenly something taps my shoulder, the same page I'd torn out from my pad before floating down to my desk. Success! Written below my own hastily scrawled, just barely legible message is one in far neater handwriting and accompanied by a smiley face. That means she wants the D. We're here to protect you, silly. Protect me? Right. I remember her saying something about them being my quote-unquote guardian angeloos, quote-unquote. But that they'd be keeping a closer eye on me, but this is ridiculous. I scribbled down my reply, writing so fast I have to cross out a word several times before I finally get it right. Way past cool! Okay, I get that part, but do you really need to be this close? How did you guys even manage to get enrolled? Did you forget how close you were to being chomped on this morning? We're not going to let that happen again. And as for how we... Oh, this is them. Did you forget how close you were to being chomped on this morning? We're not going to let that happen again. As for how we got in, well, we killed a man. He's dead. We can be very persuasive. And also, we're women. Who actually writes Oh, whatever. At least she gave me an answer. Somewhat. Oh no, the yawning has begun. Now that I think about it, the teacher did look a little confused as he introduced them. I'm guessing they wormed their way into here with whatever magic powers they have. That's a bit scary, actually. Magic. I use that word so casually, as if I haven't sold my entire life to Magic the Gathering, the card game. You know, I sold my parents for a Black Lotus, let me tell you. Am I just accepting its existence now? Yes. I guess given the evidence, it's a bit hard not to, but I'm going to remain skeptical. The first lesson of the day goes at an agnostically still place. Look, I can't focus on a thing no matter how hard I try. After what seems like an eternity, the bell finally rings, announcing the end of the lesson. There's another lesson to go before break time, though, which makes it impossible to talk with the girls, especially since next lesson is PE, where the boys and girls are separated like some sort of dystopian future, where boys are in one side of the world and girls are in one side of the world, and you wonder how the human race continues like that, with the two genders required for reproduction segregated so heavily. Like, seriously, how does that even work? Huh? Arg! Why is life so complicated? After reluctantly getting changed for PAH, I'm soon in the schoolyard with the male half of our class. Much like the first lesson, I find it hard to pay attention to the PE teacher as he goes through our basic warm-up exercises. I followed the exercises just about, with as much enthusiasm as a zumble. The rest of the lesson is sort of a blur, at least until some of the male students start to look towards the track field where the girls are. They're staring in amazement, some even rubbing their anus as if it couldn't be real. What's so amazing? What are you guys all looking at? I muscle into the crowd that's formed so I can actually get a good look at the field. No way. Shut up. The girls are running on the track, which isn't an amazing thing in itself, but it's who's running on the track that makes it such an unreal sight. John Cena is blazing across the track. Do I need to censor this? I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Practically a blur as she leaves the others in the dust. She's literally running circles around them. She's all like, "Haha, I'm Sayaka, original character the Hedgehog. Oh, I always gotta go fast." She doesn't look tired or exhausted at all either, save for the beads of sweat creeping up. In fact, she's got a big smile on her face, clearly enjoying it all. She's all like, "Well, look at me, I'm going real fast. 60 miles an hour, no problem for Sayaka." As if it weren't obvious before, these girls are on a completely different level. Level 7. Most high school students are at level 6. It's very hard to get to level 7. It's like an exponential thing. You know, so it's like getting to level 1 is really easy. Level 2 is pretty easy. Level 3 is pretty easy. Level 4 is hard. Level 5, pretty hard. Level 6, pretty freaking hard. Level 7, pretty much impossible. I'm pretty sure she's breaking several kinds of records right here. The other girls in the group helplessly trail behind her. I just had an idea. What if, for the next Winged Cloud game, they made one of these dumb visual novels, right? And they had the same completely still sketched backgrounds, but they had realistic, just 3D jiggle physics on the boobs out of place for no reason other than the fact that it's a Winged Cloud game. Just for no reason whatsoever. It's the only animated part of the entire shot. What if? Imagine. I would take my own life right there and then. Just throwing that out there. Some of the girls are, well, I guess were now the top of their class when it came to track too, but she's making them all look like snails in comparison. They're all like, "Oh, wait, it's good too fast." I can't imagine how they must feel being showed up by someone who hasn't even been here for a day. I can hardly keep my eyes out of I could hardly take my eyes away. It was amazing. She seems to get just a little faster with each loop she makes around the track. Like her speed is based on how far she's ran, which is quite the opposite of how it normally goes. It won't be long now before she just becomes one big blur encircling the place. Is she even humming? I'm pretty sure she isn't. I'm seriously beginning to doubt it here with this super humming display. You'd think even the top athletes in the country couldn't compare to her. Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt could run faster than her, actually. I'm pretty sure that guy's inhuman. I think he's a synth. That's it. Usain Bolt confirmed for synth. While Sayaka is hogging the spotlight here, there's someone missing in all this. Her far grumpier counterpart, Hikari. If anything, shouldn't she be neck with Sayaka? I scanned the ones trailing behind her, but can't find her either. Just where... Behind the other girls being left in Sayaka's dust, I can see someone dragging their feet, a sour expression on their face. She's just walking. Her arms folded like usual. I wonder if her arms are glued like that. She isn't even trying. She must really have not wanted to enroll here. It must have been Sayaka's idea entirely. Where are you all staring at? Come on, let's get back to it. Apparently, all forgetting where we had all our lesson at hand, the teacher called us back to reality, forcing us all to reluctantly stop gawking at the Onanokos. I just said boys on accident. Shit. The rest of the PE lesson goes by without much of anything, much of a note, much of happening, and then finally, the much lunch break arrives much. I spot the magical girls in the classroom, casually chatting away with some of the other students. I don't think they'd be able to make friends already. Though after Sayaka's little display earlier, she's probably the talk of the class. Probably.
Oh, Kenta! Hi there, how you doing, Kenta?
She gives me a wave and a cheery smile, but I can hardly say I do the same. Oh, yeah, hi. Yeah. Look, can we talk?
What is, Kenta? What's you gonna do?
No, not here. I mean, can we talk somewhere private? Crap. That might have came out weird. Now they think I want to touch a girl. I mean, next time.